All right, Coach Schmitt, after the season opener at Toledo, Coach, just opening statement on the game.
Yeah, obviously it's not the result we wanted. I told the guys we did a lot of good things. That first half, made a couple mistakes that separated a little bit, and then you're fighting a battle coming back, and once again made a couple mistakes and really separated the game, take us out of having a chance at competing.
Talked about competing early. Can you talk a little bit about the input of the newcomers like Irby and Canty at the touchdown, what you saw from them early on?
Yeah, we saw that in spring ball and in camp, and we thought that's what they could contribute, and they did a really good job tonight. They're both smart players as well as good players, experienced also.
Yeah.
Really helps our offense, helps Darius and the other receivers.
Questions on Zoom? Anyone? Can you talk about this season opener against an FBS school?
Yeah, we've done this a couple times. We've had openers against FBS schools.
Yeah.
Kids enjoy the opportunity. They like the challenge. They're disappointed they didn't play better on a more consistent basis. But when you run into those depth issues and all the things that FBS has to offer that we don't, you're battling it. And we've got some guys that'll compete with those guys. You can tell they run with them, and there's some guys that are struggling to keep up. We probably play more young guys than they do across the board. You got to have that depth, and when you play a high-level game at this intensity level, you got to play a lot of people. Like they subbed out their D-line after the second series, and we're like, okay, so that when the first one comes back in, they're really rested. So you fight those challenges when you play these games, but you use it to develop yourself. And I told them we just have to keep getting better.
Biggest takeaway from this game, obviously it's not the result, but what do you take from this game to move forward?
We're going to watch the film and see a lot of the good things we do. We all know we make mistakes, and the thing is to correct those things and work on them in practice so that they don't repeat themselves.
Any questions, anyone?
Hey Coach, Sean O'Donnell with the Post-Gazette. John Irby made some really nice catches tonight. Just wondering what you made from his overall performance and what you saw in his preparation leading up to tonight's game that made you confident in trusting him.
Really happy for him that he had that opportunity. What I saw was an outstanding work ethic since the day he showed up on this campus, as well as just a really nice young man, polite, teammate, help out other guys. Just works really hard, comes to work every single day, works hard at his craft. He had to work extra hard to learn the system quickly, and it paid off for him. All those accolades I said about him, I'm not the only one. The team voted him a captain here at the beginning of this week.
Anything else from Zoom?
Yeah, Coach. Coach Jack Morgan from Duquesne Student Television. In the second half, you guys were held scoreless on offense and gained just 78 yards. I was just wondering what went wrong for you guys offensively in the second half. Was it more you guys, or was it Toledo adjusting pretty well defensively?
I think, and I'm not positive, I didn't see the stats yet. I think they possessed the ball a little bit on us. I think we had a 3-and-out and a 3-and-out and then a turnover. So we gave them long possessions. And by the time we hit the fourth quarter and when it was separated there, we felt we should get our younger guys in, give them an opportunity, and give our older guys a rest. So, I don't know there were any adjustments. They were pretty much playing the same things. We were trying to take advantage of some of the things we did in the first half. Just didn't execute them as well.
Hey, Coach. Michael Grady, the Duquesne Duke. I wanted to ask about a play in the second quarter early on. You guys were around like the 8-yard line, third and goal. You guys called timeout, and then the pass went short right to Clement. You got stuck. You guys had to settle for 3 when the touchdown would have made it a 7-point game. What was discussed in that timeout? Why was that the play call?
Well, the timeout was because it was going to be a delayed game. And I didn't want to go back 5 more yards. Part of it was, Darius saw something, wanted to check to it, hesitated on it. They did a pretty good job of disguising. We try to emphasize all week, just go with what you see and, you know, make the plays. But I called the timeout, and then, you know, the play came up short. We thought the way they were playing us prior to that, we knew they might change. If he holds it a little bit longer, he might have a shot in the back end line. But he took a chance to Jamario to run it in and didn't get it. And you're right, thought about going for it. But sometimes when you're in that first half and you're just building points to stay close, then it gives you an opportunity. Didn't know we were going to turn it over a little bit later, you know, to give them the freebie to make it 28-10.
Got time for like one or two more if there are any.
Jamario and Taj Butts had success in the first half running the ball. They both seemed very composed and patient. They didn't really let a MAC school rattle them. Just wondering what their success tonight showed you about just kind of the mental aspect of the game from both of them.
I really expected them to perform that way. It's good you noticed that, because that's who they are. They're both experienced guys. They played a couple years. You know, Taj came from Missouri, so, you know, he's not worried about the limelight. He's not worried about the level. And Jamario came here as a true freshman. He's worked his tail off, and I believe he's one of the better running backs in our conference. I think we got two of the best. And the way they handle themselves mentally, they're not raw guys. They're just very cerebral guys with really good talent, and they learn their craft. And there's a lot more to it than just carrying a football, pass blocking, knowing where to run the routes, and understanding all those things. So really happy to have them. I appreciate you noticing that about those two guys.
All good? All right. Thanks, Coach.
You're